Right, very good afternoon. It is starting to cloud over, so that's good. It's cool. Now, about Bitcoin. Okay, here we go. Bitcoin is made up of blocks. When it first came out, Bitcoin was very cheap. And a lot of people saw that if they could mine, they could make money. Now, yes, it does have an energy cost. That is true. But here's the thing. I was part of a European mining pool. I was mining BTC. And as I mentioned earlier, where I think Bitcoin will go is beyond $1 million. The reason why is because it has a scarcity, and that is 21 million coins, and that is it. So when that happens, there will be 21 million coins out in the world. And the way it's working right now is the American government knows they can't touch it. And what they're trying to do is, as they do with most things, suppress by any means possible. Because if they suppress it, those huge, massive companies, which, I mentioned BlackRock earlier, I mentioned like Sir Morgan Stanley, and there is Citadel, etc. All of these can jump in and they can buy up for their clients Bitcoin. Now, it's also gone through a transition, and that is what's classed as a roll-up. Level 1, level 2, etc. ETF, there's another. And like I said earlier, if Facebook's Libra coin had been allowed, well, what might have happened would have been, instead of the US dollar being the reserve currency, it might have changed. So they did everything in their power to crush Bitcoin and its price, drive it as low as possible so they can get in, and then they can sell it on their systems to their super wealthy, rich clients. But the thing is, with the Waves exchange, I can pair. So one block of mine against one block of BTC. And the thing is this, 32K TV Inc. will be not just new televisions, which are way above 4K, but also broadcasting. And how I mean by that is using the brightest minds, all in one environment and brainstorming to basically break apart, understand, analyse, and then make it better. You see, by doing that and pushing forward the coin with it, the hope is that the money which is generated, that money will go into research and development to bring a working model that'll start at 65 inch and go to whatever those at the top wish it to. I'm thinking about 100 inch. And the image which comes out from said TV to basically blow away all of the competition. And if that happens, if that dream comes to a reality, then it opens a doorway to entertainment, movies, sport, and it can even grow beyond that. Now, the reason why I split 32K TV Inc. in two parts is because it needs two parts. The first is the television sets, which will be state of the art. That will come from the people who are the brightest minds I can find. And that means people at university, young, hungry minds which want to become a success. And let's be honest here, if this works, as many people have said, they talked about becoming a millionaire. It's not about becoming a millionaire. It's not about becoming a billionaire. Because you've got to look at the bigger picture. And like I say, with Bitcoin, the highest figure Bitcoin has achieved was 69,000. I honestly believe Bitcoin has the potential at 21 million coins to go past 1 million, and that's in blocks. So that's what you got to look at. And if that happens, then those lucky enough to have it, well, they can do what they want. They will be classed as the new mega rich. But what I'm going to do is set up things which, to people who wish to get a foothold, is help. And as I've said, when I set up 32K TV Inc., it will be basically from 2023 up to 2050. Now by that time I'm going to be a very old man. Yeah. And if I get to the status which I think is possible, then I will basically do a lot of good work in Newcastle upon Tyne, where I was born, and in Rushcliffe in Nottingham. But like I say, the duality of having both at the same time, that is because, like, the best way to summarize it is this: bonfire night, when they send the rockets up, you know, the big expensive rockets, ones that go boom. Well, sometimes when they do that, they don't just send one rocket up, they send multiple. Here's a good example for you. New Year's Eve, all over the world. Well, we all know that's spectacular. And like I say, Bitcoin needs a catalyst to push it. And like I say, I'm hoping, because I don't live in America, that can happen. So I hope this helps.